Hello everybody. For those of you who've been watching my videos, it's probably been a week since I've posted, but I've been posting a lot of videos at the hospital and stuff. So our son was born with one kidney and basically has been fine up until a few weeks ago, and then all of a sudden he ended up in the hospital, ended up on a ventilator, was in the hospital for a couple of weeks and then was discharged. He's now doing outpatient dialysis. We were told that he is in end-stage renal disease, and so he is doing outpatient dialysis, and ultimately we are waiting to see what happens. The kidney doctor says that it could be a couple months before his numbers get stable, and then potentially looking at transplant. This is something that came on very, very quickly, and a lot of the doctors have said that this is not something that most parents see coming, that it really can come on very quickly. He had a completely normal day, was acting totally fine, and an hour later he was on a ventilator. There are multiple options for dialysis. You have hemodialysis, which is what he's getting. He's got the catheter in his chest, and we go 3 days a week, and he sits there for 4 hours while it cleans his blood. There is another option, which is peritoneal dialysis, which is a home option. That involves placing a catheter in the stomach, and then basically he does dialysis at home every night. We originally were planning on doing that, but it's a 6-week healing process after the surgery to have it placed. So then he would keep doing the hemodialysis for 6 weeks, then start that at home, and ultimately we just don't want to put him through that. If we're going to be able to look towards transplant within a couple of months or something, it makes more sense just to keep driving there and doing it. He is currently going to DeVos in Grand Rapids, which is an hour and a half drive. He was at U of M down in Ann Arbor, which was 3 hours. That's where he was at for 2 weeks. The crazy thing is, apparently there are only 3 hospitals in the state of Michigan that do pediatric dialysis, and that is U of M in Ann Arbor, Detroit Children's Hospital, and DeVos in Grand Rapids. So the parents who live in Michigan that are forced to deal with their children going through dialysis and kidney failure and all these things really don't have a lot of options. It's absolutely insane. So that's where we're at, and I'm going to try to just make some videos and kind of talk about our journey through this. So when he was born with the one kidney, he also was diagnosed with a heart murmur, and there's just been a few other things that we've noticed over the years. And so when he was at the hospital, they did some genetic testing, and they ended up finding 2 sections of his DNA that seemed to have duplications, and so they did a bunch of research on that, and apparently established that he had a genetic mutation that's called MAP4K4. Apparently this is something they just discovered in 2023, and so it's new to the medical world, and so we're just trying to see what that means, but apparently it is has been known or seen to cause these different things that he has. This is not something that was inherited from either of us. We don't carry the genes or anything like that. It's just kind of a completely random genetic mutation that has taken place. So we will be following with genetics as well, just to see how things go with the kidney stuff and the heart stuff and all of these things. So that's where we're at currently, and we are at we're on our 4th week now of dialysis. He does 4 hours 3 days a week, and so that's where we're at currently. Stay tuned, because I'm going to do more videos about the kidney stuff and perhaps looking into this genetic mutation, just to kind of find out information on that, just because we were literally just told that information yesterday. But it is an interesting thing to just kind of know that there is something specific, that other kids have had this mutation and are experiencing the same types of things. So that's it for today.